Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
I rise today to address the House about a clause that is in the One Big Beautiful Bill. This clause would take away state rights to make laws or regulate AI for 10 years. I think federalism is something that we must always protect, and I warn against the dangers of protecting a tech industry where we have no idea the future of what this industry will hold. AI is rapidly developing. AI has developed quickly over the past few years. Imagine what it will be 1 year from now, 5 years from now, and 10 years from now. When we look to the future, we cannot take away states' rights to regulate or make laws to protect the people in their state or to regulate businesses that operate in their state. That would be destroying the very foundation of this country, which is federalism. We must always limit federal power and protect state power. Now, the pushback and the reasons that I've been told about this is that American tech and AI companies must be able to compete with China. Well, American and tech and AI companies can compete with China, and they should compete with China. However, we don't destroy federalism in order to allow them to do that. That would be a fool's errand. Here's how this can work. Governors and state legislatures can make their states friendly for tech companies in AI, bringing these companies in by making it easy for these companies to operate in their states. That's how it's been done for every single innovation, industry, manufacturing, and all companies across America. You don't destroy federalism for one industry, you protect it and allow states to compete to bring those companies into their states. That's the right way to handle this going forward. Here's a lesson for us all. No matter what political party holds office and is in charge, we should all watch carefully the bills that we pass, and we should be mindful about protecting not only state rights, but the rights of the American people, and look to the future. When I was a freshman member of Congress in 2021, I was told that we would be at war with China within 5 years. Well, here we are approaching 5 years later. I don't think America should have to go to war with China. We can beat China economically. Ask yourself, why do we send our food to be processed over in China? Why do we rely on China to produce our critical supply chain like medicines? So why would we depend on this country for the American people's supplies? And why would we go to war with them when we can be innovative right here at home in America, producing critical chain supplies, medicines, processing our own food? A war is nothing we should ever strive for or look for or prepare to have to engage in. We should conduct ourselves here at home in a way where we don't have to go to war. We don't have to depend on foreign countries. And we never destroy federalism for the future of an industry that we have no idea what it will do. With this warning, I urge all of my colleagues that when the House gets to vote on the One Big Beautiful Bill again after it leaves the Senate, that we make sure we protect federalism and at the same time urge our colleagues in the Senate to pull this clause out of the One Big Beautiful Bill. This bill should be about tax policy, protecting Americans to not have to have a tax increase of over $4.7 trillion. It should be about America First Energy and Americans' border security, not about allowing AI to run rampant and destroying federalism in the process. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield the remaining of my time.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The big, beautiful bill has set it off. Civil War. down there in Washington. Oh, brother. How do y'all feel about the big, beautiful bill and everything that's going on? Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, man. But, one of the top hitters, the one and only MTG, who is now calling out this big, beautiful bill, doesn't like something about this bill. And we're going to get into that right now. We know about the whole controversy and Elon Musk now coming out. And he just said to end the bill literally about an hour ago as I'm recording this. So, man, it's a lot going on we're going to get into. But MTG Marjorie Taylor Greene says the one big beautiful bill should be about cutting taxes, securing the border, and unleashing American energy, not surrendering state power to the AI industry for 10 years. We can beat China without selling out our values. I will never support destroying federalism. Oh, man. And then right here, full transparency. I did not know about this section on pages 278 to 279 with OBBB. Trip states the right to make laws or regulate AI for 10 years. And just scanning through it, we have no idea with what AI will be capable of in the next 10 years. Given it free, right? In typical state, 10 and dangerous. This could be shipped out in the Senate. We should be reducing federal power, preserving state power. No other way around, especially with rapid developing AI that even experts warn they have no idea what it may be capable of. Yeah. And y'all know the AI, man. The AI, it is getting scarier and scarier. It is taking jobs. A lot is going on with the AI. A lot of y'all use the AI. I use the AI. We've had the AI used, even on this platform for content creation, for thumbnails. The AI is used to scam. People are using it to scam. It's sad, man. Be careful out there. They have bots that can clip. There's clippers making money. I mean, it is crazy what the AI is doing. And it's only going to get even scarier these next 10 years. It is going to shock a lot of people. It's shocking people now of what it's capable of, right? But just wait for the next 10 years. I can't wait to see how that plays out. Man. But I wanted to get into this by my brother Doug. Seeing that he was talking about this, and he named it Marjorie Taylor Greene just shocked the House. So let's go and check this out. And I know Elon Musk. I'm gonna just pull that up real quick because I know Elon Musk had said this. Let's go to it real quick about the big beautiful bill. But again, he said this yesterday. I'm sorry, but I can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You did wrong. You know it. Call your senator. Call your congressman. Bankrupting America is not okay. Kill the bill. Whew. Elon Musk says kill the bill, you guys. Yeah. Man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, let's get into this.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTG, says she's not going to support the big, beautiful bill if this remains in it. I buried that story in the middle of this episode, so make sure you watch to the end to find out. And it has to do with AI. Oh, mama, we support Marjorie Taylor Greene. I support her on it. You guys know that I want this big, beautiful bill to pass. But she's right. If you don't pull this one thing out of the big, beautiful bill, she's going to vote no, and she ought to. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm glad I hit this video late because the news changed like 3 times today. And so this is the last one going up tonight. To the Quad Club, have it up top, right? Defending the big, beautiful bill. Down below is a gnarly, nasty Elon Musk tweet. I'm sorry, I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination.
And something that just crossed, Caroline, how mad do you think President Trump is going to be when he finds out that Elon Musk said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it."
Look, the president on this bill, it doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it.
This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it. That puts Trump and Mike Johnson on one side with Caroline Leavitt over there, and DOGE, Elon Musk, and you'll hear from Margie Taylor Greene too on the other side. So we have to unite. They got to pass this bill, guys. Just Elon Musk is shocked at the amount of spending in it, and I think all of us expect more spending. The cuts will come. They're coming later. That's the news. So hold tight. We'll get to it all. Here's Mike Johnson responding to his friend, Elon Musk.
Yeah, let me say this. It's very disappointing. Okay, I've come to consider Elon a good friend. He's obviously a very intelligent person, and he's done a lot of great work. With all due respect, my friend Elon is terribly wrong about the one big beautiful bill.
This is Elon Musk. In November next year, we fire all the politicians who betrayed the American people. I hope he doesn't start primarying our side. If the majority is that narrow, you have to get rhinos. I know you have to get the scumbags out. And I think we wait until next year because you're going to see a whole lot more DOGE cuts coming. I'll explain how that process is going to work. But first, there's this one. This is breaking. DOGE has updated its website. Estimated savings are now $180 billion, up from 175, saving the taxpayer individually $1,118. Now, that's going to be a yearly amount, so I'm going to explain that too. But here's Rep. on Anna Paula Luna. This is where all the drama today started. It looked like they weren't going to allow that little bill of $9 billion that includes PBS cuts, which is a DOGE cut, to go to the House floor, separate from the big, beautiful bill. They have to get that separate one to the House floor because it is inappropriate to use some of the DOGE cuts in the big, beautiful bill. I don't just mean they don't want to do it. I mean, it is illegal by their rules to do it. Anna Paula Luna, back in session, the Rules Committee and House leadership has decided to not bring anything to the floor to codify Trump's EOs or DOGE. Now, this is early, so this is going to change. Don't worry, guys. This is at 1 p.m. today. No codify votes. Guess what? No votes. Half the reason the GOP even took the majority is because of Trump and Elon, and now you guys are too scared to codify. Okay, here's Anna Paula Luna with a reversal on that last one. This came an hour later, update. I just got a call and I'm being told codifying will start next week. Next week. This will be this is still a lame excuse. This could have started weeks ago. This is on the DOGE cuts, codifying them into law. But so we are clear, if you do not put DOGE or Trump EOs, executive orders on the floor next week, I will be a no on every single rule. And I am positive I will not be alone to the House GOP, meaning no lame messaging bills will pass. So she's holding out now hardcore when it goes to Leader John Thune in the Senate. Let's see what Senate and Leader John Thune send back to the House. So they have to take a pass and it goes back to the House. It'll be different. Let's hope it cuts the fat. The House will have to vote on final product. And then we're going to get to this Tim Burchett tweet later in this show, but she said she co-sponsored the bill, the three bills to codify the real Donald Trump executive orders. Now here's Chuck Schumer taking shots at Elon Musk.
Over and over again, what Musk did with his DOGE is going to cause lasting damage to the American people. And just saying now he's out of the administration and he's in a bind, that's ridiculous. He ought to be apologizing to the American people for what he has done if, for some reason, he sees the light. I don't know if he does or not, but that's what we need, an apology and him to tell Trump to undo the damage that he has done.
They're going to try.
They ought to put Chuck in handcuffs.
Everything they can to destroy Elon Musk. In 2026, they will throw him in jail if they can and investigate him if they can. They're going to try to destroy his businesses in the meanwhile to get people from buying Tesla vehicles. Here's CNN. The White House formally sends its DOGE spending cuts request to Congress. So that's the newest news that I have on this, guys. This is just less than an hour ago. Okay, so I'm glad I waited on this because that story changed so much. The White House has sent its long-awaited spending cuts request to Congress as it seeks to formalize a slew of DOGE slashes to federal funding. The $9.4 billion package, by the way, is not being called a slew. It's by the right. It's being called tiny. A package known as rescissions on Capitol Hill would claw back previously appropriated government funding. The move to cancel the funding through Congress would insulate the administration from legal challenges related to its cuts to federal funding. This is how you do it right. Has to be done in this bill form. As anticipated, the cuts target the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, that's PBS, a small chunk of the federal budget that provides some public funding for NPR and PBS, as well as the United States Agency for Internal Development, just a bunch of, this is a tiny ceremonial cut. It's a test. It's to get Congress used to these things coming through and get them to vote on them quickly, hopefully without much thought in the future. This initial request, however, is far more limited in scope than the more than $1 trillion in spending cuts that DOGE has promised. That's why Elon Musk is mad. The lengthy time it took the White House to send over a first round of cuts underscores the uphill battle for even a Republican-led Congress to codify DOGE's work. It's not true, guys. It's going to start slow and go fast. Congress will have 45 days after the White House submits the request to consider it. It can pass both the House and the Senate with a simple majority, meaning it could clear chambers without Democrat support. That's why this has to be done this way. House Speaker Mike Johnson vowed in a statement Tuesday that the House will act quickly on this request. This rescissions package reflects many of DOGE's findings and is one of the many legislative tools Republicans are using to restore fiscal sanity. Congress will continue working closely with the White House to codify these recommendations, and the House will bring the package to the floor as quickly as possible, Johnson said in his part. CNN has reached out to the Office of Management, the OMB, and budget on the package. OMB leader Russell Vought told Fox News the administration is, quote, intending to be strategic. We showed this video 2 days ago. Work with Congress, see what they're willing to do, and if they pass this small one, guys, the canary in the coal mine, we'll send up many, many more. It's coming. The Republican speaker had told reporters Monday that he expects there may be multiple such packages coming to the Hill in the next few months. It's a big priority for me, Mike Johnson said, adding that he didn't know yet if they could go through committee or come straight to the floor. They have to check out the rules. As with all things, the challenge for him will be muscling the package through the House with its narrow majority. House Leader Hakeem Jeffries said ahead of the White House transmitting the package that it was his full expectation that, as has been the case up to this point, they will confront strong and unified Democrat opposition in the House, struggle to get any bill out of the House of Representatives, and then it's dead in the United States Senate. That's Hakeem Jeffries betting against Mike Johnson. Don't you do it. Good luck. Now, here's Tim Burchett.
Everybody, Tim Burchett, just heading up the House floor, steps to the Capitol.
Up the steps of the Capitol.
You can see I'm keeping my word. 3 bills that I'm dropping today, codifying, as they say, the president's executive orders, the DOGE cuts. First one dealing with NPR and public broadcasting, defunding that. We're not stopping them. They just don't need to use our money to do it. Another executive order, I want to codify it, providing regulatory relief to promote domestic production of critical medicines. It's crazy that we rely on China and other places for quality control and things like that, slave labor, and it needs to be produced here in this country. It's a national security issue. And the last one, dealing with gain-of-function research on biological agents and pathogens, and that's, of course, COVID, and we learned all about that with Fauci and all that nonsense. We gotta take control of this thing. So I'm dropping 3 right now. There'll be more. Keeping my word. We'll see what happens. Thank y'all so much for sending me here.
And Godspeed to you for being sent there. I can't wait to see more. More is the key. I'm going to get to more in just a second. Bill?
This bill, it is. Those senators, it's not news that they disagree with this president on policy, and the president has vocally called them out for it and for their not having their facts together. I would add the Congressional Budget Office has been historically wrong. In fact, they predicted the Trump tax cuts from the president's first term in 2017. Their prediction was wrong by $500 billion. Those tax cuts had nearly $500 billion more of revenue than the Congressional Budget Office scored. And I would also point out, I don't think many people know this, there hasn't been a single staffer in the entire Congressional Budget Office that has contributed to a Republican since the year 2000. But guess what?
That's the CBO. They've all been giving to Democrats. They've always skewed their numbers to favor, including jobs results, any economic results, it always skews left.
There have been many staffers within the Congressional Budget Office who have contributed to Democrat candidates and politicians every single cycle since. So unfortunately, this is an institution in our country that has become partisan and political, and we are very confident in our own economic analyses of this bill. There is $1.6 trillion in savings, and our Office of Management and Budget Director, Russ Vought, is a fiscal hawk. He is well known in this city for being a well-respected fiscal hawk. He has tools at his disposal to produce even more savings. And as you know, the White House will be sending our rescissions package to Capitol Hill today.
Today it goes up, guys. That's for, we're going to get a win on that one on PBS. That will unite us again. That's the good news. And Vought is in charge. He's working very tightly with DOGE on these cuts. So expect more. Now, for some strange bad news, you guys know how I cover AI so much. Here's Margie Taylor Greene on AI. This is a very interesting post because remember, it's the left that wants to regulate AI. Full transparency, I did not know about the section on pages 278 through 279 of the big, beautiful bill.
Yeah, this is what we already read earlier during the show.
Is old the internet. They fell under section 230 that no one could sue them. And now they're setting it up for AI because AI is the future, guys. They put in a 10-year blanket, basically a pardon where you cannot sue them from the states. That's stripping away states' rights. And Margie Taylor Greene said this would be a no. Hopefully this gets fixed in the Senate. Maybe they'll strip it out. I am adamantly opposed to this, and it is a violation of states' rights. I would have voted no if I had known this was in there. So Margie Taylor Greene, why didn't you read it, honey? I'm sorry. I'm the biggest fan of Margie Taylor Greene, but I got no sympathy for you that you didn't read it. And
he didn't read it. And y'all, sometimes they don't, y'all don't read a lot of things.
So you got to read it. We have no idea that AI will be capable of in 10 years, and giving it free rein and tying the state's hands is potentially dangerous. It is potentially dangerous. I know what AI is, and this is a disaster if they pass this way. They've got to rip that out. This needs to be stripped out in the Senate. There you go, my girl. In the Senate, we're going to put pressure on Mike Johnson. Maybe I'll write him a tweet.
Mike, the Patriots, they still ready to walk you out. You walk in there with that Diet Dr. Pepper in your hand and them broccoli and asparagus. Sir, we them Patriots is ready to walk you out. You were this close. You on thin ice. Thin ice.
When the big, beautiful bill comes back to the House for approval after Senate changes, I will not vote for it with this in it. Remember, this is a narrow majority. Mike Johnson's got to keep it all together. And you know me, I'm for unity. But on this one, Margie Taylor Greene is right. We have to vote no and tear it down. Trump has to know they're going to tear it down. If you do not remove that, if you cannot give, most AI companies are woke. Not Elon Musk is the only non-woke one. Most of the others are very dangerous. We should be reducing federal power and preserving state power, not the other way around, especially with rapidly developing AI that even the experts warn they have no idea what it may be capable of. That is true, and that is wise counsel. Now, so they have a lot of our military drone work, and he's being interviewed, and he's defending the DOGE cuts.
You and I have had conversations about DOGE and some of the cost-cutting efforts in Washington. Today is Elon Musk's last day working with the administration in that capacity. Is DOGE at risk?
You know, listen, I think they've cut, what, about $160 billion.
Okay, and remember, that one we just updated to $180 billion.
180.
Everyone likes to scoff at it and make fun of it. That's $150 billion per year.
Okay, that's not a one-time cut, guys. That's why a whole reason why I put this clip on here. This is the head of Palantir. Big tech. These guys are great, hardcore Trump supporters. It's $180 billion now per year. Once they cancel it, if it doesn't come back with Democrats getting back into office, it'll stay gone. So every year you get an automatic $180 billion cut. Boom, 4 years. Looking good, heading toward that $1 trillion cut.
So what is that worth from an equity perspective? Well, based on the cost of capital for the government, that's $3 trillion. So anyone else who hasn't already created a $3 trillion company in 150 days, it's not something to scoff at, right? This is something that's
equivalent to starting a $3 trillion company in 150 days. That's what DOGE is.
Very impressive. Now, he's not allowed to stay longer, but I have a lot of really smart friends who are in the government who are working on DOGE, who are pushing us further. I hope they take 150 and they double it. And if they do, that's another few $1 trillion of value for our country. This is amazing. And not only is it value for our country, a lot of it's turning off a lot of stuff that was really corrupt. So I think they've done a great job overall. I think they're going to keep fighting. I hope they keep fighting hard on it.
Oh, yes, we ended on a positive note because I didn't want you to go to bed upset. Big Beautiful Bill is going forward if they rip out that AI thing. And I'm going to personally write to Margie Taylor Greene and tell her that I support her on that. But I want the Big Beautiful Bill to pass. They have to rip that AI thing out. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, guys.
What do y'all think, man? Let me know in the comment section. How do you feel about everything that's going on? The Big Beautiful Bill, with Elon Musk, how he's coming. Let me know in the comment section, man. You know, this whole AI thing, you know, we are here for it, man. We told you it's coming. We told you it's here, you know. Yeah. Every single day, man. But guess what? Trump is our president, and we shall have no fear. Trump is our president. That's what some people forget. Just to remind you, Trump is our president. And we are praying for this administration, for America, for peace, for common sense, that they have our best interests in heart, a better way of life for everyone. No matter where you come from, what you look like, what your skin color is, for everybody, man. In this fast time travel, man. You know, people spoke loud and clear. Promises made, promises kept. And we're going to see how this thing plays out. You know, I love y'all. God bless you all. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, you guys.